Alright, welcome back to Fairy Tail Anime Review, episode number 73. We're here reviewing the 50th episode of the sequel series, Fairy Tail 100's Quest, known as The Howling Earth. This basically adapts the short story Weeping Windy, the rest chapter 50, the entirety of chapter 51 and 52, and the first 16 pages of chapter 53. Which means, as of this episode, there's about 11 more, well, mostly put basically about, I would say, about 10, 11 chapters left to go for the entire arc to be adapted. And based on what I saw from upcoming episodes, what's adapted, I'm guessing that this will wrap up by either episode 18 or 19 of the show. So we start out basically another one of these OVAs because for some reason this series likes to adapt these omakes at the start of it instead of doing like separate OVAs, which, hey, why not? I mean, it drags the series a little longer. So it opens up basically with Wendy crying in front of her room. Carla comes by wondering what the heck is going on. There's a bug in her room, and takes around, doesn't do anything, and Urza comes in, tries to swab with a freaking newspaper. Doesn't work, so she basically summons her armor to try to show her sword, and the bug gets away anyways. And then she goes, "Oh no, my room, my dorm!" And they cut the bit at the end where basically, yeah, Urza basically thinks she did a good job, but she really didn't. Yeah, basically Urza just destroyed her room. It's a good comedy bit to get into the main episode. And then we pick up right where we left off last episode with basically Argon, the wood dragon, shaking because the last orb was destroyed. So Natsu, Wendy, Carla, and Happy go to White Mage to basically undo the magic for her and then deal with basically that. So they go and they see Mist there where he, and get this, apparently destroying the last orb frees everybody within their mind control. And also Kana unleashes all because Ju basically got her magic back. So they mentioned releasing everybody except for Makarov because he is no condition to do any fighting. Which, smart idea. So everybody gets unleashed and basically, well, there's a reason why. We'll get to the reason why everybody's summoned. So Wendy used separation to separate the White Mage from Toka, which very successful, ending basically her threat. Yes. This is basically a plot thread from the previous arc of the series that will appear toward the end of this very arc. It came properly in this arc for some reason, like I said in the previous arc where it's there, but it's more so for this very arc. And of course, White Mage wondering why in the world is basically the power not going to her. I thought it was basically unsealed. No, apparently this is the plan by the dragons to awaken him. And we briefly see the debuting Selene, the Moondrag, which they do, in fact, do one alteration to the scene. In the manga, we actually see her rear end. In the anime, they censor it with Steam. We do see her lower backside, but we don't see her rear end. Puts on her robe, looks to the moon. Now, they do cut the bit out basically where they identify who this person is, which the manga identifies her as Selene, the Moondragon. We do see Igneo's son, basically wondering, oh, he's woken up. Yeah, this was the plan by the Wood Dragon all along to have the orb destroyed so he can unleash himself. So then we have the magic council of the country he's in. What if he had fired Jupiter cannons at him, thinking, oh, maybe this will destroy him. Nope. So he uses branches to destroy 20 frickin' flying ships. Yeah, they're all pretty much defeated really easily. So, not to take out the white mage. Happy carries basically, well, Toka, because of course she's in love with him, just like how he's in love with Carl. That's kind of a weird thing. So Wendy takes Toka. So Natsu basically, because he's a dragon slayer, Wendy doesn't have much power left. So she did, and then we unleash these giant wood. Basically, he does full power, punches him right in the back, and he's like, "Oh, it didn't work." And then we have this thing spiral from the ground. It says, "Oh, you get one. You basically hit 1 point." out of 1 million hit points on the Wood Dragon. And you have to do it like 999, like basically all this many times. And that's just partial backside. Yeah, then he reads his mind, and then he transforms to Happy. Now just like, cool. And he punches him. And then he transforms into Zareth. Yes, seriously, he transforms to Zareth, the dark wizard from the previous series, who died. And that's where his portion is. Meanwhile, though, everybody's confronted by all these wood tree things. Oh, by the way, Loxus carries Urza because she's basically exhausted. So, he of course deals with the actual like wood tribe, basically really she's wood things known as God seeds, and everybody basically just goes on a complete rampage against these damn things. And apparently that was the reason for the spell was, hey, where are our clothes and where is our underwear and why are we wearing these damn things? And then they transform. Now, lucky enough in the case of Lexana and Mara Jade, when they transform, they can cover the naughty bits. Yes, so if they say transform like that, they won't appear butt naked. They'll be perfectly fine. Elfman probably has plenty of pants. And like I've got to basically destroys a lot of them, and so one of them reads Kana's mind, Kana's mind, and like, ooh, who's the strongest person you know? And it's her father, Gildarts. Like, why did you think of that? He's back in my mind. And then, of course, he doesn't speak about it. And, of course, they have to run away because despite he's not actually her father, he's still really strong. But really cool episode. This is basically set up at the very end of this arc. And then move on to the Moon Dragon arc next, which will be the third dragon to counter. Yep. And that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. And I can't wait for the next episode, which will air next week. Now, in the case of... how should I put this? Like, is there an end date for this one? No, it's just going to be ongoing for quite a while. As of currently, there is exactly 170 chapters released. I would suggest the studio who makes this make it seasonal because there may not be enough manga. Maybe. It just depends. If they want to do a season 2, fine. Just give it a little break. At least basically take a break of series for a week. Yep. But not much to say this episode. It's really good. So, here's the sad thing for next week. I'm going to have 5 anime to cover next week. Yeah, 5. But I might have to basically move one of those to Saturday because, well, I think around a hack is what he said, because I kind of take what I say. But speaking of that, that's next. Yep. So that's a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the dislike button. Well, next up, Rama Half. Bye.